from what I understand, he did everything. He was part-time. Okay. And so it didn't give him much help. I'm not saying that's being critical. You had to evaluate the funds available and such. So now I'm not sure how that is, but that was the circumstances that he basically didn't take the time to make things nice and neat. And I forget what the other was, but I think 2 or 3 was those. We talked about estimate levies, general county fund. We budgeted some stuff. I didn't budget enough, or didn't budget anything at all. 2011 4 and 5 are basically you get an audited balance from the auditor. Okay, your audit report, and it says this is what your balance should be, and that's your beginning point. Okay, and people in the office and the reviewer plug stuff into this formula and say you didn't budget all the beginning fund balance. Okay, Beth is working with figuring out where that problem is, and I think it's going to get fixed. But basically what it is the beginning fund balance, we're starting off with wrong numbers. Okay, and coal severance probably isn't off that much, but and I'm not completely sure of the formula they use, but they throw this formula and says you didn't budget the beginning balance. Where else are we? My understanding on segregation of duty on F discusses procedures that need to be implemented to correct findings. Some offices you will not fix segregation of duty. It's just something you're going to have to live with. Some you have, and you've done very well at. I think, like the assessor's office, the county clerk's office, you've added new people. Anytime you can put different people in charge of something, that will fix that problem. The problem is, in the circuit clerk's office, for example, one person goes on vacation, the other person has to do everything. So, and I don't know that it is cost effective to say, well, we'll just give the circuit clerk another person, Expenditures, I don't know exactly what is happening with the ambulance authority, but with the new person in place, I'm hoping there's some better accountability there. And Beth is going to look at the budget. We'll probably have more time to do so and be able to adjust funds. Beth takes these findings very serious, and she works on trying to fix them. The attorney's letter, I think we've gotten. Are you aware of any subsequent events, something that has happened between June 30th, 2011 and now that would cause the financial statements to be affected in a material way? In other words, is there a lawsuit, I'm not talking about what happened today or anything, that you know of that has actually reached a point where you're going to lose? Obviously, that's a very private thing, and we have to be very confidential about that. But is there something to affect the financial stability of the county that has happened since June 30th of 2011 that you would feel needs to be disclosed in the financial statements? Okay, normally the answer is no, but we always ask, just in case you have that lawsuit that happened, you've got a decision, or for sure you're losing, and it's going to be a couple of $1 million, something like that. Okay. I'm going to have the Beth, the bookkeeper, Beth Keller, is working on the findings for your review, and a management letter will be dated at the time we're ready to issue the audit. What we'll do is we will call, and we're going to call and say, the audit is ready for issue. Will you please fax us a management rep letter? And at that time, you basically say that we have provided the auditor with this. We are not aware of this or that. It's a form letter that if you do the very first day of the audit. We do that same letter the very last day where we issue the audit, that all you have to do is type it up and fax it in, and then probably send it in also, the original. So, you have any questions? Any concerns?
We have a lot of turn of new employees in the Ritchie County courthouse.
The what?
Do you audit the Ritchie County courthouse?
Randy did this year. Okay.
There's a lot of different employees now.
They do it, yeah. I know they have central, that central, what is it called, that ambulance authority, is that basically? No, that's.
911. Central Dispatch.
Communications. Yeah, thank you. Right. If that's it, I'm done. Did I get my copy back with all your initials?
Yes. Well, did everybody initial it? Oh, here it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here it is.
Thank you. And I will keep in touch with Beth about responses to the audit and management rep letter and everything like that. Okay? Thank you much for your time. Overall, I don't think the audit was bad, but like I said, that one issue with the ambulance authority, I believe you might want to look at and verify that has been resolved. That there are better record keepers. That there are better record keepers.
I do know that Mr. Flynn is very prompt to respond to that and help she needs and what she asks him for. He's very good to work with her.
Yeah.
I'm a lot more hopeful with that.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Troy.
I'm gonna say you're real thorough.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Appreciate you guys' efforts. You got some very good people here.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.